Alright, so boom. Today we're switching it up. Another video. Today we're gonna be talking Kai Cenat. Now, recently, I'm not the biggest in tune with all the streamers like with Kai and what is it, AMP and Kai Cenat. I don't really watch streams like that, even though that's something like I'm interested in myself. It's not something that I'm interested in watching myself. It's weird, right? So um I saw everything going on with Kai Cenat, and his ex girlfriend. He came out, basically saying, he was going through some things. His mental health was struggling a little bit. He was taking a break from streaming, and then he totally announced that he was quitting streaming. I think he wants to become an actor or something like that. Totally cool. Fully support that. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a problem with the people who, attack him for being vulnerable because that's not cool. Of course, everybody needs some type of outlet, especially no matter how rich or famous you are. Everybody needs some type of outlet where they can express themselves and be vulnerable. So, you know, I know Kai was having a few problems with people saying some pretty hurtful shit to him just basically because he's not streaming anymore. At the end of the day, it's consumers are gonna hate when they're not getting their product anymore. It's like a junkie when they're not getting their fix anymore. Kai Cenat became easily the biggest streamer on the planet, and now he's simply not doing it anymore, and that's gonna make people angry. Now, everybody's gonna have their own opinions. It really only matters to him at the end of the day. Now, I ended up coming across his second channel the other day, or I don't know if this is his third channel, second channel, but his Kai's Mind channel. And I guess people are catching on to it now because he finally, posted about it. But it's just, I wanted to really talk about it because I think what Kai Cenat is doing right now is it's beautiful. And it's something that a lot of people won't do. It's something that a lot of people won't even consider when they get to the level that he's at right now. His new channel kind of feels like he's starting over. It feels like a raw, like a 2015 YouTube, something that you wake up and you put on 5 o'clock, after school, after you did your homework, and you're just, watching it to just get better, feel better. And I like the content 100%. Now, obviously, when you start doing positive things in your life, the views ain't going to hit the same as when you was running around setting shit on fire and looking at Ice Spice's ass. But Kai got some gems, and I kind of just wanted to take a moment because when it comes to me and this YouTube shit that I try to do, I try to stay consistent, try to stay on top of it. But life's, and sometimes you just need to find motivation to keep on going and to keep on, you know, chasing your goals because as life goes on, you're gonna have more responsibility. You're gonna have more things to do. You're gonna have more people to please, and over time, your hopes, your dreams, your goals are gonna be pushed to the side, and it depends on you and your motivation to keep those hopes and dreams going. You know, keep them alive. Make sure that your hopes and dreams are still hopes and dreams the next day. So I saw Kai had some gems. I scrolled through and I wasn't able to just look at it, but I really just wanted to come on here and experience this with you guys because I feel like we could all use a little motivation. We could all use a little pep talk. We can all use, you know, the gems that Kai is dropping on his new page to do something with ourselves. Not all of us are going to be successful tomorrow. Not every motivational speech or dinner with Jay-Z is going to make you a millionaire. But when you get free game, you listen to free game. Today, we're going to be listening to free game, right? So, I just want to pull up Kai's channel. We're gonna pull it up, and this is what I'm looking at right now. Now, scrolling through, working out to better my health, reading for 15 minutes to help me speak better. This feels raw. This doesn't feel like the biggest streamer in the world starting another channel. Like, he's not giving you thumbnails. He's not faking it right now. Like, this seems like genuine Kai Cenat. And this is coming from somebody. I grew up watching Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is from New York. If you're from New York, you've known about Kai Cenat since his Facebook days with Ron Suno, making skits in stairwells and shit. This is the biggest streamer in the world now. Well, I consider him the biggest streamer in the world. I feel like he's everywhere. He's literally everywhere at this point, right? And if we're talking about streaming and other outlets that he's placed himself in to build up his status, I feel like that makes him the biggest streamer in the world, celebrity streamer in the world, whatever you want to say. But this is beautiful, honestly. Looking at his channel right now, and I don't want to hear glaze, because you niggas gotta stop with the whole motherfucking glaze just when you want to give somebody props. This is something that a lot of YouTubers will not do. Go back to dropping raw content like this. You see him in the gym. He's learning how to sew. He's learning things. The captions aren't too crazy. He has his dates in there so we can see his progress. It's really like an online journal. And let's just go on here and just get some gems, man. I'm gonna start off with it's okay to mess up.
One thing I have to come to realization is it's okay to mess up. It's literally okay to mess up. If you feel like you're messing up in something in life, I think it's okay. I'm also experiencing that literally right now, bro. Like, no cap, I'm experiencing it. And as I've been over through this process, I've been messing up a lot with whatever I'm trying to work on. And it's because I'm learning. But one thing I notice is that when I mess up, I don't make the mistake twice or three times, okay? But yeah, messing up is frustrating because even with my sewing machine, like, bro, like, seeing the final product is so relieving, but bro, it takes so much patience and good coordination to create what you want and bring it to life. It's actually mentally, in my opinion, it drives me crazy because like I'm working on it and it's like so much days, and when I start getting irritated, I try to step back from the sewing machine, honestly. But it's like my patience runs so low. I don't know how long I'm gonna be sewing for, honestly. Especially when there's people that's really good at it. But like, I'm gonna try to sew as much as I can. But it's frustrating because the threading is easy. The setting up is easy, the bobbing is easy, like everything is pretty easy. It's not that hard, you feel me? But it's gonna take patience, bro. That's one thing. And it's okay to mess up. There's no mistakes. You feel what I'm saying? It's part of the process, and as long as I know that, I'm gonna have a healthy mind, and I'm gonna apply that to everything I do. Like, it's okay to mess up. Like, people need to be starting to make that more normal, because it's like, bro, it's okay. So yeah.
Yo, shit, real shit, bro. It's okay to mess up. And that's the part of life that nobody talks about. It's because we're stuck in this era where everything has to be perfect. You go online, the couples are perfect, vacations are perfect, weddings are perfect. They're not showing you the part of the vacation where they got lost, or the part of the vacation when they lost their phone for 20 minutes and cried in a corner, or the part of the vacation where they got seasick and was throwing up all over the place. They showed you the buffet. They showed you the zip lining. They didn't show you the arguments with their significant other on their vacation, or maybe even family. They showed you the family dinner. They showed you the family photos. The weddings. They don't show the hardships of the wedding. It's, hey, we're married. It's beautiful. It's love. They don't show you how how many times those partners had to fall in love with each other again. They don't show you the bridesmaids who got their makeup messed up in the back and had to fix it. They don't show you the best man all types of shit. It's just not shown through social media, and everybody uses social media to make their dream boards. This is what I want my life to be like. This is what I want my relationship to be like. This is what I want my job to be like. This is what I want to do. Nobody is seeing the hardship anymore. Everybody's just seeing the finished product. Everybody's just seeing the final product. Everybody's just seeing that, and that's what they want to be. They don't know what it takes to get there. They don't know what it takes to achieve that. They just know, hey, I saw this person do that, and that's what I want to do myself. And it should be easy because I see them doing it. And it's okay to mess up, 100%. It's okay to take your time. I'm learning that myself. It's okay to mess up. The same thing when I say, I want to be more consistent. I had to sit back and tell myself, hey, when you find the time to drop videos, you will. But if I sit there and I try to overload you guys with videos and I try to keep on stacking videos on top of videos, the content's gonna fall off. I'm gonna tire myself out, and I'm you feel me? I'm just putting shit out there to put shit out there. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to start over. It's okay to go through the process. And Kai's showing you this right now. Even if he feels like he might have, I don't know, but you guys get it. Let's get some. I'm talking too much. We're here for Kai. Stop caring about what people think.
Thing too, as well, is I often care about what people think, and I've done it for the longest since I started making content, and it's so whack. It's so whack. Like, the thought of caring what people think is so messed up, because in 100 years, or in a lot of years from now, we are going to die eventually. Everybody that you hear talking about you, everybody that you hear speaking on your craft or saying you're not good enough, or you're embarrassed to show, not embarrassed, but you're scared to show your talents around, or they think they have something to say. It doesn't make any sense, because we will all get to a time where we will all pass away, and we only get I've once heard Eddie Murphy say we get 75 years if we get lucky. Let that sink in. As long as you're morally a good person, and as long as you really have a craft that you want to thrive in, you will be fine. But do not waste any type of years caring what people think. And that is something I'm also adapting to as well. Because it's your life, and you got to live it the way you want to live it. Years from now, 100 years from now, a lot of us is not even going to be around. And that's mind-boggling to think. So that means you don't have time to give a fuck what anybody is saying. You can do whatever you want. Whether you rap, whether you make clothes, whether you're a content creator, whether you want to be an astronaut. Your dreams should sound so unbelievably big. That is why they're called dreams. And if anybody has something to say about that, they need to dream big as well. They got to dream bigger. They're not dreaming big enough at all. I think we should all want to thrive to be whatever it is in a large format. Be a doctor, a fireman. We should all chase big dreams to do whatever we want. Literally. Get up and create and just add to the world. And that's how I look. That's what I feel. I feel it within myself. And once you discover what your purpose is, you run it to the ground. Think too, as
Yo, this I can't express this enough. This is probably one of the most nerve-wracking, but once you get past it, you become unstoppable things ever. And people don't realize, like, it's so easy for somebody to be like, oh, why do you care what others think? But when you're in a world surrounded by opinions, surrounded by expectations, surrounded by, I just told you, everything you see is perfect. People edit their photos perfect. It it becomes hard for you to believe in yourself sometimes. Hey, this is not society standard. Should I post this? Or it could be little things like, hey, I got a pimple on my face in this video. I wanted to take it down. It could be one of your best videos ever, bro, and you're gonna take it down because you have a pimple on your face. Everybody gets pimples, but you care so much what people think about that pimple that you're gonna take down one of the best videos you made because you have a pimple on your face. It'd be simple shit like that, but it's like I look at people like that. Once you get over that, and I struggle with this too, cause there's been so many times I dropped videos, or I recorded videos, and I'm like, or I had video ideas, and I'm just like, what if people don't like that? What if I look stupid? This looks, and I even been doing that because I've been vlogging a little bit more on the personal channel. Just do it, bro. It's your life, honestly. If you wanted to put it out, put it out. Now, if it's something you doubt in yourself, like, oh, it's something I don't like for myself or something like that, don't do it. But yo, caring what people think is the biggest stopper of your dreams. Caring what people think is the way you end up in a dead end job at 40 years old or 50 years old working at TJ Maxx because you didn't want to go chase that dream. Caring what people think is going to be the biggest downfall for a lot of people. But once you break through that opens a whole other level of confidence. And that's I'm feeling that right now. I'm getting over my caring what people think and caring about people's opinions era of my life, and it's been making me feel a lot better about myself, my craft, the things I want to do. And that's major. That's a major gem Kai just dropped, and I'm loving this, y'all, bro. It's free game, bro. It's free motivation. You don't have to listen, but it's free motivation. Even I really don't. I'm enjoying this. I really don't want to hear Kai read for 15 minutes, but the reading, the reading and the working out to improve his speech, because you can see through his videos, he's showing us, hey, I don't like the way I speak. I don't like the way I speak sometimes. I stutter. I fuck up. It happens. It happens, but it makes me me. You feel me? So could I really, do try to be different? It's me at the end of the day. I can't think, oh man, I can't drop this video because I stuttered a lot. It's me. If anybody wants to watch my content, then they'll have to deal with my stuttering. Honestly, I'll stutter right the fuck right now. Everyone thinks differently.
One thing that I have learned that is insane is that everybody don't think the same. And I know that's the obvious thing to think, and everybody knows that from when they're born, but like when you start getting into a creative process, you start to realize everybody don't think the same. Because bro, I have like these visions and these things that I want to do, and I would tell people around me, and if they try to mimic or try to put on paper what I said, it ends up being two different things. So you have to vividly, verbatim, from your brain, explain exactly what you mean over and over and over again, or as much as possible to the person. That's what makes it beautiful. I feel like when everybody thinks differently about a certain topic, I feel like that's what makes it beautiful. Everybody has these different point of views, but when you come together and put things together, it becomes beautiful. And then like that's why I love doing what I do. That's why I like getting creators in one room. You put a camera up and get like 5 creators that are really good at what they do, and I give them a topic and see what they create and try to come up with a final product. It's the best thing ever. And I feel like when people do it effortlessly, it's the best thing. I feel like having the same creators or having different creators from different calibers on the same spot is like seeing the goddamn Avengers work. You know what I mean? Like, that ass, bro. I don't know. Every night. It's like every night's like this. Like, why can't I go to sleep? Like, I don't think I understand. I am sleeping with like a blindfold on my head and it's not working. I gotta reset my schedule, but bro, it's not working. I just can't sleep. Oh my God.
Yo, this is a real ass channel, bro. Real shit. And even this point right here is like, it's one of the hardest parts of life. Not just content creating, but finding people that you can work collaboratively with that think differently. You know, we can all have different point of views on the same topic, but once it's time to put together something about that topic, and you could all work smoothly and build something special, that's fucking rare. A lot of movies go unfinished because people can't do that. A lot of music groups go disband because they can't get over that. Record labels fall because management can't collaboratively work together. People miss out on money because of this. Companies fall because of this. It's okay to think differently. You guys can have different opinions. But if you guys are there for one goal and one goal only, your different opinions should not affect the overall outcome of that of what you set out to complete. And that's very hard to find. And that's in the content creation world, that's why a lot of people don't, you got people like Kai who separate themselves from their friends, or you got, groups like FaZe breaking up. After a while, it's just like, if we can't collaborate, oh my God, if we can't collab together and make it work, guess what? We shouldn't be doing this at all. We shouldn't be doing this at all. But when everybody in a room can think differently and the idea is boom, that is when diamonds are made, bro. You think everybody in the MCU working on the MCU movies agreed on every little thing? No. But what did they make? A 15-year long, 20-year long masterpiece. Learning how to sew. I love learning how to learning a new craft. And then he even talks about it. Watch this when you're in 2026.
I'm making this going into 2026. And just want to clear my thoughts a little bit with you guys as well. When you go into 2026 or the year 2026, if you're watching this, it's currently 2026. And I just want to tell y'all, bro, walk into 2026 the person that you want to be. The person that you want to, turn into and get better at, Like, if you, no matter what you want to be, make sure you here with it. I'm not going to lie. I believe you. I believe in you as much as you should believe in yourself. So make sure you take that belief and put it into any type of process or creativity you got going on. You want to know why? Because it should be you. If you really, really want it so bad, why not you? Why not you? If people don't believe in what you got going on, you got to make them believe. Make them believe. Be so annoying to where people are not able to ignore you. Work so hard to where you cannot even be ignored, bro. Where you just doing your thing. You feel me? And why not you, bro? This is your year. I know niggas done said it a lot of times. This is their year. Maybe this year not your year. Maybe this is the start of your journey. Let's have low expectations. Maybe this year not your year, but maybe this is the start of your journey. Take that step, cause I'm telling you, bro. If you progressively try to get better every single day, at some point something is going to budge and something is going to happen. At this point, or if you don't even know what you want to be, make 2026 finding out what you want to be. Because time is precious, bro. And that's one thing I learned. You can't waste time. Every day is an opportunity. Every day you wake up like this, it's an opportunity to achieve whatever you want to achieve or to get at least 1% better at it. Yo. So, I'm here to tell you this. I'm vouching for you this year. Because why not? Why not? I want to see you win so bad. And I want you to come back to this video right now. I want you to, matter of fact, comment on this video right now that you're locked in. And then come back to this video next year. And then see where you at. And if you failed, be open and honest. Type that you failed, but you're going to get them another year. And if you doing your motherfucking thing, come back on this video and say, I did it. All right? But I love y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all, man. And I feel like this year is going to be insane.
Yo, real talk, bro. Yo, I can't thank this channel enough. I can't thank Kai Cenat enough for the motivation, bro. That's he said everything is so perfect. And I had to even tell myself this year, after the way my year started, bro, I lost my car at the beginning of the year. I've been sad about Aaron Rodgers retiring. I mean, I gotta stop saying that shit. But, yo, like, it's just so easy for one thing to set you back and make you think, oh, man, fuck this year, bro. Like, you see it every year. The moment people fuck, they 2026, fuck it, bro. 2027 my year. Like, we got 12 more months. 11 and a half more months. It's the 14th right now. We got 11 and a half more months until this year is over, bro. And he said it correctly, bro. Every day, as long as you get 1% better, as long as you get 1% better every day, you're doing something. This may not be your year. This may not be my year. This may not be your year. This may not be anybody around you's year, but it could be the start of your journey. Whether you start your journey at 23, whether you start your journey at 19, whether you start your journey at 16, 20, 40, 50. If you feel like this is the start of your journey, I said take that step, bro. 100%, y'all. Real talk, bro. I'm really happy that Kai came out with this channel, bro. I'm really happy that Kai came out with this channel, y'all, bro. Be bigger than who you are already.
I do really believe that content creators and streamers in general, and anybody who loves to create any type of content, you guys cannot be boxed into this category where you're just only that. You have made it to where you are because you are authentically just being yourself. And imagine if you were to just test your limits to see how far you really can be. I look at streamers like Yana and think, why is she not in a cartoon animation film? She has the voice of voice acting. I look at people like Emily. She has the voice as voice acting. When I see Max get nominated for a Grammy, I'm like, wow. It looks weird to the outside and to people and to the thought of a streamer doing it, but he just opened up a door for a streamer and a content creator that loves to do music, and they now can potentially be nominated for a Grammy. That's how I think. Anybody, it's creation in general. So it's like, I think you shouldn't limit yourself at only that. And that's why a lot of athletes and people have a lot of trouble with becoming something more, because the risk and the trap is the fear of primarily stepping away from what you're already known for.
Yo, this right here is the last video we gonna watch, because this right here is a motherfucking gem, and this is coming from Kai himself, who's showing you this in real life. He dropped this 8 hours ago. He's showing you this in real life. You guys could get mad at somebody because they tell you guys, hey, I'm not gonna stream anymore. I want to go chase this. You guys gotta understand, if Kai Cenat isn't streaming anymore, now we have to wait for movies. You don't get oversaturated by his content anymore. Now we get to see what he could do on the big screen. We get to see if he's gonna maybe do some comedy, if he's gonna do a TV show, if he's gonna have this or that, something that we have something to look forward to. We have to stop oversaturating ourselves ourselves with content as well too. We get so attached to these people, and then once it's time for them to venture off into something else, oh, we don't care anymore. People box themselves into what they consume, and the people that are putting out the content are boxing themselves into letting the consumers keep them at that point instead of branching off. You you're all it's like you're always gonna find new people who like you. It's like it's like a drug dealer, bro. You always gonna find some new fiends, bro. You always going consumers are just fiends, internet fiends, bro. You always gonna find some new fiends, bro. Real talk, bro. You never sit back and hold on. You're always gonna find some new fiends, bro. Never sit back and let people tell you, hey, you're good at streaming. You should stick to streaming because that's what we want to see. That's what they know you from. That's where they want to keep you. You can't even let your fan base keep you there. Oh, this is what my fans want to see. Oh, my fans want to see me goof around and set the house on fire. No, no. What if I'm tired of doing that? Tired of having rappers on my stream and doing sleepovers? What, like all that stuff that Kai's doing? What if he's tired of that? What if he's ready to grow up? We've been seeing this is a whole different Kai from the Kai that we knew 7 years ago when he was doing Facebook videos, when he was doing Instagram skits, when he was just in his room yelling, bro. This is a whole different Kai, and this is just a testament of what you could do with your life. You know, when you get limited, that gets old. You probably become less successful staying a streamer your whole life rather than going to become a streamer slash an actor slash creative director. If you just do music your whole life, nobody wants to hear you rap when you get 40, 50, 60. Why do you think Jay-Z isn't consistently dropping music anymore? You feel me? You can't limit yourself to one thing forever, you know? And we have that going on right now. Everybody wants to be a content creator. Everybody wants to just put out content. And I'll say that one type of content right now that drives me absolutely crazy because I now this could be even me having a negative impact on somebody who wants to do something, right? But the dancing TikToks, the hip shaking, and I just don't understand where people are going with that. Do you want to cheerlead for the Brooklyn Nets? Where is hip hopping? And I have people on my Instagram who will send me reels telling me to repost this, rush this for them, and it's them in the corner store shaking their hips. What is this doing for somebody's day? Maybe a chuckle, maybe a laugh, if they needed it. Cool. But what substance are you adding to somebody's life and your own by going in a corner store and shaking your hips? Not like, you know, at certain points you have to act like just sit down and look at the type of content you put out, and it has to have purpose behind it. You feel me? And that's part of being bigger than who you are already. Sitting down and figuring out purpose. You'll never see me shaking my hips in the corner store or CVS in the freaking greeting card section, bro. Like, we have a problem right now with just oversaturation of content where people need to start switching it up. I want to see people switch it up and be bigger than they already are. I know people that are probably really good at voice acting or acting in general who are shaking their hips and making videos right now of them dancing or lip syncing. People that could mix and master music and can't rap, but they still want to rap. It's so many things, and all we could do is sit back at the end of the day, assess who you are. You know, because I'm judging people right now. I never know. Somebody, maybe you just really want to be a rapper. Good for you. But if we sit back at the end of the day and we just assess who we are, assess what we put into the world, assess what we put into our own minds, assess what we put into other people's minds, that's how you start the process of getting better. You know, especially if you at a point where you're trying to see some type of growth in your life. You're not going to see growth by putting out the same content that you've been putting out or being comfortable with that content. Like if you dedicate your whole page to dancing, and after a while people are like, all right, you know, you went from getting 228 views to comments on your dancing video to now you have 3. And then you go and blame the algorithm. I see a lot of people, oh, it's the algorithm. No, people are tired of seeing you dance in the corner store. Simple as that. It's not about, hey, you know, they don't want to show your videos. A lot of stuff nowadays, and with the oversaturation of content, literally just be, hey, we're tired of seeing this, and there's already so many people doing this. There's so many people doing the same things right now that it could be too repetitive, you know. And you know, the human mind, like even, I'll give you guys an example. There's that you know how Kalani got that, come pick up your clothes. Everybody and their moms is doing that video where it's like my homeboy playing feminine music and it's the one dude rapping in the car and then he puts his head to the side and starts singing it. Everybody's doing it. There's some videos with 5.5 thousand comments and 20,000 likes, and there's some videos with 100K likes, and then there's some videos with I seen two comments, 15 likes. Everybody's copying everybody. All these copy and paste sounds or these copy and paste dances. You have to be bigger than that. If that's who you are right now, if you're a copy and paste content creator, you could call me a copy and paste content creator right now because I'm just piggybacking off of what Kai said. But best believe I'm gonna use his free game and apply it to my own life. I already told you guys I'm trying to get better with my craft. I don't want to put out certain things. I don't want to do certain things. I'm tired of, you know, caring about people's opinions, right? It all starts with that, bro. It all starts with that. If you stop copying and pasting and you really start paying attention and trying to be better, trying to put out better, you good. That's a stepping stone. 2026. Look, I say in the last video, 2026, this is the start of your journey. Make it the start of your journey. But it's also the year to stop prolonging your journey with habits that you can change, things that may be affecting your journey. You feel me? Yo, with that being said, bro, absolutely tapped into Kai's new page, and he's dropping, like, look at this, 4 hours ago. These are all videos he's dropped, like yo, I didn't even realize he's dropping all of these. These are all dropped today, bro. Yesterday, like, he's consistently dropping, bro. I think we're gonna end off with one more, bro. And I think that's gonna be Take Your Time. I want to hear what he has to say about this.
Take your time, take your time, take your time. Do not rush things. Take your time. Your life cannot change overnight. I feel like a lot of people feel like, hey, listen, I'm about to start my gym journey. I'm about to get in the gym tomorrow and I'm going to still do it. Don't expect yourself to change that fast. Take your time. Whatever you want to do in this life, take your time. Just make sure you're getting 1% better each and every day. I know I sound like a broken recorder. I probably said this 1,000 times, but when I say take your time, I really mean it. Practice your craft. Make it a habit. Build slowly and slowly and slowly. Even start with little. And I feel like a lot of people say that, but people don't understand it. If you're a person that wants to be an athlete, you want to play football, make sure you just practice those things that you want to do to become the person you want to be. You feel what I'm saying? For example, go outside every day and practice for about 20 minutes. Let's say you don't really like to practice, go outside and practice for like 20 minutes. And consecutively, as time goes on, you will ultimately become this person slowly and slowly and slowly until the point where you want to raise the time to 30, 40, etc. If you try to make yourself practice every single day with an hour, you're not going to get where you need to be because you're not used to that yet. It hasn't indulged into your lifestyle yet. So start very minor. Like, bro, like genuinely, when they say you want to become a reader, read one page a day, like it's as little as that. As long as you do something to get 0.5% better or 0.1% better or goddamn 1% better, then you'll be fine. Take your time. Take
Yo, real shit, bro. Perfect video to end on. End on. I already told you guys, like even when it comes to this YouTube shit, bro. I certain content I don't want to put out, and then I also don't want to just sit here and overload with mad videos and try to count it as consistency when I know I'm losing sleep and busting my ass to go put out these videos, and it's like I'm not even you're not getting even the best, most authentic version of me because I'm just rushing to put out consistent content, bro. So, yo, Casa Not real shit, bro. This is an amazing channel. Not a lot of people are doing this. I don't think I've seen a YouTuber completely go down and just try to be vulnerable like this. But yo, he's dropping gems, bro. Be obsessed with your dreams. You know, it's okay to mess up. What to do when you feel stuck in life. Watch, like, believe in yourself. Stop caring what people think. This is amazing, bruh. And I love everything I took away from this video. And I hope you guys took something away from this video, whether it was me or Kai speaking. And until next time, I see you guys when I see you guys, and I got something to say, man. Tell your auntie, tell your auntie's cousins, tell your auntie's cousin's sister, tell your sister's brother's nephew, son's niece that we here and we working, man. Peace.